Hello everybody and welcome to the penultimate episode of Ballincraig Estate. It's been a fantastic series, I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and well really we've just got to start packing up because we've got to move. We have to go to Lone Oak Farm, which is quite a trek from here. In fact it's a very long way from here, but it's not quite the end because we've still got to do a bit of baling and we've also got to do the potato harvesting. Like I said in the previous episode, the potato harvesting is going to be episode 40. But that's going to be a few weeks. We're actually going to start Lone Oak Farm prior to doing that, for reasons which will be obvious very soon. So this field here is the potato field number 11, which is going to be episode number 40's job. But yes, that'll most likely be a live stream. So what we have to do is make sure we leave enough equipment to do this with. I don't want to be buying anything again. So I think the best thing for us to do is to actually start to sell some stuff, but then leave the equipment which we definitely need in here, which is actually, as far as I'm aware, only going to be a tractor and trailer. It really is, because the potato harvester will have to be on lease anyway, so as long as we have a tractor big enough for it. So I think, yeah, if we have the four-wheel drive Massey Ferguson tractor, I think it's the 699, and also the... Let me just think here, the JCB. I think the JCB would be perfect for the potato harvester. So that should do it. That and the Massey Ferguson trailer. As for everything else, it's going to have to go. So you're not going to see it all go, but I will get rid of a few bits and bobs today. First things first though, like I say, we've got a bit of baling to do. And we'll give as much of the straw as possible to the cows, which will be transferred over to Lone Oak Farm. In fact, they'll probably be leaving before episode 40. We just have to finish off. But yeah, we've just got to basically get as much money as possible from the straw. 390T. How did I get that mixed up with the 699? I don't know. Anyway, it was already running. Let's just attach this to a baler. I reckon the best one to go for here is going to be the Massey Ferguson. Not the baler itself being better, just I think the capacity of each bale. Although it might be the same. Physically the bales look bigger, but yeah, I don't know. The amount of litres in each one might be exactly the same. So I think it's fairly obvious to see which field is the one we need to bale first of all. It's the one in front of us, field number 7. Plenty of straw to go at, so that's not a problem. However, picking them up may take a while. We've got the combine harvester still over here. Well, that definitely needs to be sold. Although, yeah, it's probably one of the things which you won't see go. Just because we've only just bought it, it would feel a bit weird getting rid of it straight away. So as long as it's just out the way, it won't really be a problem in the field. I think, yeah, we'll take the first swath off first. We'll pick the first swath up, bale it, and then put the combine harvester in its place. Is the JCB in the way? No. Good. So, providing we have enough power, which we might not do, we'll start. If we don't, it's not a problem. We can stick the bigger tractor on here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Better unfold it first. There we go. So far so good. The acceleration there was quite impressive. Yeah, that's very good. I mustn't underestimate the power of this tractor. It does seem to be quite a powerful beast. That's good. That is a very impressive working speed. Because after all, these balers do take quite a bit of power. Very good. So yeah, a few days ago, I did actually ask on my community page, what machine do you think we should use on Lone Oak Farm? And I'm just going to say this now. If you comment any suggestions, I will have already started the series. I was really only using the community post as a sort of initial suggestion source. But yeah, certainly from sort of episode 5-ish onwards, I would say. Any suggestions that you post from now, they'll be taken into consideration. So definitely, please do feel free to give me suggestions on equipment and different things that we can do. But it won't be reflected straight away, because the first few episodes have been recorded by the time you watch this. So yeah, I'm not trying to ignore you, obviously. It might feel like it if I start the video and it just looks like I've completely ignored any of your suggestions. But yeah, like I said, I'm only going on the post on the community page a few days ago. Well, that's the baling done. Nice and easy. But yeah, now we need to pick them up. So let's just drop the final bale there. Fold up the baler. How many bales do we produce? It should be quite a good figure, actually. Crazy bales, 13. Yeah, that's very good for a field of this size. So yeah, once again, we're going to use the fantastic CSZ bale spike. Really useful. The thing which I love about it is the autoload feature. It's not for the semi-realistic series, it's for a series just like this. But it just makes everything so much easier, because even a trailer, if you're stacking a trailer, you can stack it very neatly, because it's already put it into a very even and square stack. So, our skid steer, there it is, even already on the front, fantastic. The only thing we don't have is a trailer, but that probably won't be a problem, because we've got to give a load to the cows, and after that we're probably not going to have that much either, so let's just take it one step at a time. They might take most of them, we'll see. So we'll just make sure that is actually on the correct option. I think it is. Let's just see. It should automatically pick it up. Nope. There we go. So 3 at a time it will do. You can actually do 4 if you're not using the auto load. I've done 4 before, but it's not exactly ideal. It's just like to topple the top bale over onto the top of the cab, which really is not an ideal situation. So, will they take 3? That is the first question. Yep, they will. If we go onto the animal menu, you can see straw. It looks like they'll probably take about 2 more. Yeah, 2. Something was looking very bad there. Hay. Well, we do have some. Will it take grass? Silage. Oh, we could do silage. That is another job we do have to do then today, because, like I said before, anything that we have in the feed troughs will be transferred. If it isn't in the feed trough, it won't be transferred. So we can't really be wasting any feed. We need to fill that progress bar sort of thing up as much as possible. The requirement bar. Very important, because really it's just going to save us time and money on the next map. We still have to feed them. It's just not straight away. After all, we have earned the silage very fairly. We've never had to cheat it. So this is probably going to be the first occasion where it only takes 2, but it might take 3. We will see. It would be good if it does take 3. But no, it's going to take 2. So that is the limit of straw bales, which means the rest needs to go over to a sell point. Do we have a bale sell point? That's the next question. I don't know. No, we don't. Okay. At least I don't think we do. No. Although I'm sure we do. Yes, we do. I'm sure we do. I've definitely seen something. What we'll do then is we'll put 2 more bales onto here, and we'll take it over to the place where I think you can sell bales. How many do we have left? It's going to be an annoying figure. I really do need to put it on the trailer. Yeah, I'm going to have to. So if we get this very small Massey Ferguson trailer here, from the same pack actually, at least I think it is, as the Massey Ferguson baler, and also the Massey Ferguson trailers, the tipping trailers, we can hopefully load everything we need to onto here and take it over to the place where I think there is a bale sell point. I'm fairly sure there is, but we'll soon find out. I've definitely seen a place with straw scattered all over the ground and it being in a building in the sell point, so it must be a bale sell point. In fact, I seem to recall using it before. So I need to be a bit careful here. I need to be able to fit, I think it's 8, is it? 8 bales? Something like that. We can just push them across if we have to. Yeah, I'd never use this sort of auto-load feature if it was a very strict realistic series. Even on the semi-realistic series, actually, I do use it sometimes because it's just so handy. Really useful. And I don't know if you've heard, but FS19 does have weed control and birds, so that will be very interesting. Come on, push. I was hoping that would just push, but it doesn't look like it wants to. No! That's better. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. Providing they don't tip off. I'll quickly put a strap on. So, 2 left? I think it's 2. Which means we're going to have to very carefully put these on the trailer, because if there's only 2 on here, it will always attempt to pick up a 3rd, which it might be unavoidable actually. I'm going to have to put that down there, reverse back, switch off the auto load feature, and pick it up again. Otherwise it's just going to keep trying to take another bale. So that needs to be fairly central, otherwise this trailer is going to be on its side. Good, so did I miss anything? Just have a quick pan around. I don't think so. That seems to be all of our bales. So over to the sell point. Let's go. As I say though, it is quite easy to flip this trailer. It does like to roll. I wonder how well this tractor will perform today on this hill. Usually it gets down to about 2 miles per hour in kilometres per hour now, but it's still not too bad. That is still quite impressive. Plenty of wheel slip, which is expected, but also plenty of power. Yeah, so here we are. It's got to be here. Has to be. That shed you see in front of us with the door partially open, that is the bale sell point. Isn't it? It is. It is. It's got to be. It probably says somewhere bale sell point. I've probably just looked like a fool here. I reckon if I reverse this in, it will sell without any problems at all. The issue is going to be getting it in there, I suppose. With the height. Yep. Okay, so we're going to have to just push the top layer off, I suppose. Not ideal. And also possibly not even possible. Yep, it sold. I knew it would do. That was so predictable. Brilliant. Well, that's one thing to note. On the second to last episode, I discovered the baled sell point. Here's the last bale. Not a very professional way of selling them, but at least they're in there. Which means we've produced $442 per bale. Which sounds extortionate, really. Sounds like a really good price. Right, so that is the bale side of things done. All we have to do now is a bit of silage moving, and well, I say a bit actually, it's an awful lot. So we'll do some. The rest can be done off screen, and then yeah, we'll just sell a few things, and then that'll be it. That'll be it for a few weeks. So yeah, that's not so good. Yes, got through. I'm just going to park here because I have nowhere else to put it. We'll get the skid steer, which is up in the top field, put the bucket back on, We'll move a bit of silage from the silage pit to the trough just over there. In fact, yeah, we've got loads of silage still. Okay, so what I've just done is I have taken off the bell spike, as you can see, and put the bucket on. I think one thing which is definitely confirmed is that I'm going to be using the CSZ pack again in Lone Oak Farm, so it won't even be sold, it will just be transferred. Nice and easy. Unlike this job, although, no wait, it's a very easy job, it's just a very slow job. If it was just a few bucket loads, it would be dead easy, but I think, realistically, those cows are going to require around 50 bucket loads. That might be pushing it a bit, but I don't think I'm too far off. It's about 4,000 litres per load, and yeah, I think we need around 50 of them. I'm pretty sure this is the side it takes it. Yep. And yeah, you'll see, if we go back onto this page, how much they actually do require. You could do a calculation based on what we've got there. It probably won't come back to 50 bucket loads, probably more like 25. But yeah, like I say, it's something massive, some massive figure. It's going to have to be done though, because we do need to keep all of the silage in the trough, keep it all transferred. That will certainly be a job for off screen, because I don't think you're going to want to watch this thing going backwards and forwards continually. Who put the IBC there? Kind of crashed into it. And now I've hit the barn roof. Yeah, so we'll just do a few of these. Okay, that's quite a few done. We're at 35,000 litres, almost 36. And actually thinking about it, I do know a way of actually transferring all of the silage from the pit into the trough when we do change maps. So we don't necessarily have to keep going backwards and forwards many times. How much do we have here? 98,000 litres. Yeah, I reckon we could get that in the trough if we do it properly. The transfer. So I'll leave it at this. We'll just do this one today. And yeah, they can have all the silage eventually. So we leave them with pretty much 40,000 litres, which is not very much really. Not very much compared to what they can take. Which, yeah, I would say is basically what we have in the pit over there. No water yet, no power food, but that can be sorted out later. So, what shall we sell? We need to finish off by selling something. Something which we definitely don't need. Something high value. After all we are doing is the potatoes. So, really just a trailer. I'll sell... What should we sell? That wrapper. The wrapper just over here. And the 699 tractor. We'll just sell the whole lot. Which will be sad, because they are really good. I'm going to try and get them into another series, although I don't think... Well, certainly the Massey Ferguson tractor, I don't think that'll fit into Lone Oak Farm, really. It just doesn't seem like the right sort of tractor to have. Very big fields, although actually, to be fair, there are some very small fields too. That's one thing I loved about my first tour on Lone Oak Farm. I noticed that the fields were all sort of there to please everybody. If you like small fields, it's got it. If you like big fields, it's got that too. If you hate rectangular ones, fine. It's got different shaped ones. If you hate the different shaped ones and you like rectangular, you've got those as well. So it really is the map to please everybody. As far as I can see, it's just perfect. Really good. I don't think anything could ever beat Cobra Park Farm, I'll be honest. It's just my favourite map ever. But I think Lone Oak Farm is going to come pretty close. It's absolutely stunning. Really beautiful map to play on. And well, obviously it's different. That's the thing. It's totally different to Cobra Park Farm. It's a totally different country. So you can't really compare the two. It's not even comparable. But yeah, Cobra Park Farm is just... It's just the classic now. It's turned into the classic, memorable farming simulator map. And it probably will be... I can't say this for sure, but it probably will be my favourite farming simulator map ever. I mean, some have come close, but they've never beaten it. I also love Oxygen David's maps. Absolutely fantastic, really good. But in all fairness, most maps are really good. So there's just so much to choose from. Okay, so we've got 18,439 for the tractor. And for the SW4014 Autoload Kuhn, 46,705. So basically, yes, we're going to have quite a bit of money to start off with in Lone Oak Farm, especially as the fields here will be sold. The farm will be sold in itself, which is going to be quite a bit of money, isn't it? Probably about £1 million. That might be pushing it, but yeah, it's going to be quite a bit. Okay then, so what I'm going to do is leave it there for today, and in fact for the next few weeks, like I say. This field here will definitely be harvested, most likely as a live stream. It's just the perfect job for it. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be a live stream, but yeah, most likely. I'd say 90% chance it would be a live stream. Just perfect, really, for doing that with. But it has been an absolutely fantastic map. I'm not going to say this is the end, because it isn't. There is still another episode. But yeah, obviously the majority of the series has been done. I never went over here. Thinking about it, I should have done. That's the problem. I never think to buy that many fields, because it's always quite tough to then run the farm. But we do have another building over here. Not entirely sure what it is. I probably should check as the series is coming to an end. But I think it's the same with any map. There's always somewhere you're not going to go to, because you just either can't afford to be there, or it's just not practical to keep going to a different area, which is a long way from the rest of the farm. I think it's just some outhouses sort of thing. Storage shed. Seems nice though. So, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.